A rare find, a used 233S Rockwood reel here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan, in the new RV market, even in the brand new 18s and 19s rather. These things have blazed off the shelf in record time. It's a full 8-foot wide camper with 3 larger hybrid beds and a U-dinette slide, all aluminum framed, all laminated, used quite a bit, but very well maintained. These folks were actually so happy with it, they said it towed so nice. They upgraded to a newer Rockwood non-hybrid couples camper, which their older daughter, they have 3 kids, and their older daughter was not really happy about the fact they were swapping out of this into a couples camper. She goes, Mom, there's nowhere for me to stay. To which Mom replied, yeah, honey, look at you catching on. Now, it's used and not brand new, but in my experience, even if something's used, it has the new to you feel. So if you really want it to be in perfect, flawless condition, I think we all understand that that's probably not always going to be the case on a used car, on a used camper, when you buy someone else's house. There's always a couple little glitches. But if I see something significant, I'll say something bumped that wall panel right there, but that's all the further when it just cracked a little Luan board. My suggestion, guys, because, we're going to knock some money off it because it's right there and it's super visible, put a picture over it. Put something simple over it. Could you replace the whole wall panel? Yeah, but to do something that extreme for something so small seems almost kind of silly, especially when everything else is in good shape. The newer 233S would actually have a U-dinette right here. This was before the big U-dinette wave craze came through. Traditional Rockwood 2-bench dinette, free-floating table that can fold down into a sleeper. And I love that floating table because I can scoot it around with my, unfortunately, widening belly toward my smaller wife and kid. We do have breeze windows all around it. You can also fold that down for picnic time outside. But that slide is what gives us this nice, big, open, expansive feel. Now, you'll see outside, you might take a peek at them. This is not a power vent fan, as would be the case in a brand new one, but the bathroom vent fan is. However, they did put the Max Air vent covers over all the roof vents, so you can get some good rainy day airflow, because they did a lot of dry camping. They rodeoed, actually, and this was the home base, as it were. We do have centrally ducted air in this thing, which is kind of cool. And not a large kitchen, but they gave you what they could with what cabinetry was available. And you can see the stovetop and sink covers there for prep space. And that huge Jowlessy style tilt open window for some good rainy day airflow. TV, little hutch up here. This is made before flat screens allowed a lot of newer TV configurations. And we do have a simple DVD CD stereo over here, though it does have an auxiliary input if you want to kind of plug something in to expand your entertainment options. Now, you do still have a good pantry space right here. That is one thing this floor plan does well. And one of the very few other revisions that really this one stayed pretty consistent over the years. The closet in this one is located outside of the bathroom. In the modern version of the 233S, you'll actually find a bathroom linen cabinet in the bathroom, and the bathroom sticks over a little bit further. Speaking of the bathroom, it's simple but effective. Foot flush stool, shower surround, decent countertop space actually, a skylight, and the bigger power vent fan, which has been used quite a bit because, again, that was the primary cooling method for these folks. So this is a triple hybrid. And you have heated mattresses. All the mattress heater controls appear to still be present. There are a pair of bunk light fan combo jobs still included with the RV. We'll look at those as we go up. Now, you've got TV hookups near the front bed. If you want to back here, you can add a TV for the rear bed spaces. We do have storage in like a sort of like trunk chest version under a pseudo bench below this bed. And all 3 beds are the same size, by the way. There's no big and little beds. So mom and dad, wherever you feel like going, you go there. They're all the same. The dinette and the sofa will fold down into sleeping spaces. But again, it's a slide that gives us this nice, big, open, expansive living area that I think a lot of folks are really going to appreciate here. And the storage below the sofa is accessible from both inside and outside. Overall, guys, it shows normal RV use, but proper care, maintenance, and upkeep. And I think that's the most critical thing on any used RV. I don't care how nice something is, if you don't take care of it, it's going to fall apart. And that isn't happening here. Quick note, and I think important note before we get going along. Folks are buying a much newer camper. It's larger and heavier. It facilitated the need for newer, updated hitching. So their classic weight distribution hitch, the insert, the ball, the load leveling bars, and the anti-sway bar, all going to be included with the sale of this. So there's about $500 worth of pieces and parts that you're not going to need to spend purchasing this camper, which makes it ideal for first timing. If you want to hop inside, go ahead, folks. That's the whole reason we're here. Welcome. That's how quick I knew this one was not going to take a long time. Anyway, so overall, what I've seen on this is, like I said, signs of use, but active preventative care and maintenance. I can't find anywhere where I've seen like a leak or a seam failure. I haven't located any spots of soft flooring. This is all aluminum skeleton. It is fully laminated, which is one of the reasons it is very light in weight. The bed ends here look very good. Now, one of the things I mentioned inside is that they did rodeoing, but you know, walking through it, I'm not really detecting animal smells, but I don't have a great sense of smell. Just a moment. Excuse me, ma'am. You were sniffing around in there when I mentioned the rodeo thing. Did you pick up animal scents, people scents? Fantastic, because I don't have a good sense of smell anymore. Thank you so much. Well, there we go. There's the second opinion right there. From someone who does not work for Haylett RV, by the way. So that's a trusted third-party source. Where was I at? So they added the roof vent covers to the ceiling vent. The bath vent may or may not have had one from the factory, but it has one now regardless. Now, classic Rockwood thing. This is just Rockwood doing Rockwood things. The dinette bench over here, they always like to put on any booth dinette an outside storage access door of some variety for a little extra inside-outside storage. And on the hybrid, that's super, super useful. Now the tires here, they overall look all right. I see no irregular wear patterns. I don't see any sort of weather checking. I don't really see anything that concerns me on these tires. 15 inches, by the way. Some of these older Roos or Mini Lights you had to watch to see if they were still putting 14-inch tires on them. This is not one of those. The little, maybe just a little scuff bump something on the little skirt line there, but that's cosmetic. It's kind of like a bump fender on a used car, if you think about it, you know. Yeah, no, overall looks good. The spare tire cover is there, spare tires under it. That's something that I learned the hard way to look for. I made the assumption of seeing a cover and assuming there was a tire under it, which is not always the case. Now, this does have a manual awning. A lot of folks are, it's kind of like it's kind of like a stick shift car. We're just not accustomed to seeing very many of those in the market anymore. We're used to seeing automatic, so when I see a manual awning, I do like to point that out. And then again, just to circle back on the preventative care, maintenance, and upkeep, like little things to keep the bugs out of the furnace and the water heaters, you can see where they had gone around and done some active preventative resealing with non-sag sealant, which is the correct material to be using right there. I don't see where there's not like, it doesn't look like somebody kicked the screen door to death trying to open the door. The screen door portions are not all scarred up. She's fine. I mean, if this is going to be your first camper, or if you're trying to get away from that old pop-up camper, you are going to love this thing by comparison. Short of that, give us a call. Any questions, definitely let us know. Hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything between. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.